All right, y'all. She's about to shoot the magazine with a flathead pellet at, I believe it weighs 7.4 grams. So this one's probably going to be moving a little faster too, maybe around 1050 feet per second, something like that. So there goes the magazine, and we're going to see if it goes through. All right.
What if it shoots the thing in the middle?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
All right. As soon as you got a clear shot of the center of it, go ahead and pull the trigger.
Okay.
Let me check. Lift it up. There you go. All right. Let's see. It didn't sound like you hit anything. Yeah, I don't see anything either. So I'm blind. You guys may have even seen it in the video. I'm blind. My daughter's like, Dad, no, I hit that thing dead square, and she did. So come over here. And it was hard for me to see at first, but I cleared it out there, and that's the hole right there. So she hit it, and she hit it dead square. Now we went in there to look to find where the pellet might be, and it was right here. And that's what's left of the pellet that she shot. Now that was a flathead, and let me show you what it looked like before she shot it. That's a flathead. And so as you can see, flathead. And after she shot the magazine, that's what was left. So it didn't go all the way through, but it went through a good distance. And you know what? I didn't actually check to see how many pages it went in. So I'm going to check that, keep score, and then we're going to go on to the next one, which is going to be the heavier pellet right here. Now that one weighs 10.5 grams, and it's not a flat head, it's kind of like a round head there. And so it's moving slower, but hitting a little harder. And so we're going to try this one and see what happens. All right, this is going to be shot number 2. And the first one, the flathead, went 68 pages in, and we actually found more of the pellet. And we'll show you that after all this. So here we go. We're going with the heavier 10.5 grain pellet gun, caliber .177, and go ahead and shoot a little to the right of where you landed the first one. Okay, honey?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ready to rock and roll. Shoot when ready. Yo, that sounded weird. Let me see if it hit. Lift it up. All right.
Look harder.
Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it this time. She said, "Look harder," like off the rip. It's right here, almost right there on the gun where the pushing pin would be. So boom, she hit right here. This was the first one, and she hit here. And I'm gonna go ahead and dig in and see how far it went in. Did it go all the way through? I can feel back here, and no, I feel the dent though. It made a dent, but did not go all the way through. All right. All right, third shot is coming up. This is going to be the pointy. It's the pointy head. It's 7.5 grams. Pointy head, and it's supposed to move a little faster. This one should be clocking around 1100 feet per second here. And fire when ready.
Oh, wait. Is it right here? Oh, there it is.
Yo, did that go through? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
It's like we heard it hit and then we heard something afterwards in
Yeah,
the
it sounded like
background.
something fell.
Yo, let's see. What was that? Unless it was a ricochet. Yo. So there's where it hit at right there. Right here. Did it go through?
It did.
No, it didn't.
Look at the back.
Oh my god. It went through.
It went through. And
It ate straight through it.
Is that a part of it? That might not be a part of it, but I see something on the ground right here.
It might be part of the paper of the magazine or something.
Yeah, it's paper.
Oh wow. Wow. It ate straight through it.
And I got where you wanted me to go.
You sure? Oh, you hit it dead on where I told you to shoot it at. Wow. So sorry, y'all. We don't have anything to show you what it looked like afterwards or nothing. It ate straight through it. Wow. All right.
And I wasn't really sure of it. I was like, is that where it is?
What was a trip is after you shot it, the sound afterwards, it came so way after, like it was like boom. You know, like wow, it ate straight through it. So now we know which pellets like are the ones that like do the most penetration. All right, that was good information. We're going to talk about this and sum it up and we'll be back. All right, to finish up what happened here, let me grab one of these, the one that zipped right through. And I'll put him right here. All right, so here's the magazine, and as you can see, the third shot ripped straight through. And it was kind of strange because the sound, when it went through and then went down and like hit the fence or whatever, but the delay was pretty long. At least it at the time it seemed that way. I'm going to listen to the video and see if I can hear it, but yeah, it went through and then decent time afterwards it hit, something else, the wood, the fence or whatever. But it went through. It went straight through. And I honestly was not expecting that. So what we have, like before we started, in my head, I'm like, nah, like it's a strong pellet gun. I give it that. But it can't punch through this thick magazine. Like this is one of the thicker magazines, man. Like, you know what I mean? So there we go. That's the flathead. And that's what we had recovered. And at first I thought it was just that small piece, but it wasn't. We found more of it. So let me move this out a little bit so you can see okay, sorry for that. But that's what was left over from the flathead. And that's what the flathead looks like. It is 7.4 grams. And that's see how that jacket, it just like ripped into like a long elongated type of deal. And then that was the other part to it. So it kind of shredded itself inside of there. And I thought that was interesting right here. That's very interesting. Let me see if I can pick that up. Knocking stuff over and whatnot, but yeah, that's a trip that it did that. That's interesting. So anyway, that's what happened with the flathead, and it went in 68 pages, and then we went to the big boy, right? And so As you can see, these two, that has more of a point, right? And the one in the back there, that's the heavier 10.5 grain. So let me twist this around. Move you back, get out the way. Quit trying to brag. So that's what it looked like beforehand, right? And when I put them next to each other, you're going to be able to see that that is very clearly obvious, the bigger, heavier pellet. And that's what we had left of it, right? And some little, one smaller piece right there. But for the most part, this is what we recovered here. Pretty interesting. Sorry for the focus going in and out or whatever, but anyhow, I thought this was pretty good. Like, I was impressed with this alone because that actually like expanded. Um, let's see if I can get these guys next to each other to kind of see that. He went rolling down. Okay. Is that visible? Is that kinda? But I really would kind of need to turn this. There we go. There we go. All right. Now, hopefully that's a little bit more visible. And you can see that to the right. Come on, give me some. Give me a break here. I'm recording. Right. There we go. You can see that it's definitely wider than the original, right? Definitely. So it expanded pretty good, you know. And that's not even a hollow point, you know, but it definitely expanded and it went in 82 pages. So this one went in 68 pages, 82 pages. And that one has pretty much the whole thing there. And I'm going to weigh it in a moment too to see how much of it stayed together or whatever, or how much of it was recovered and the weight and whatnot. Weight retention. And then the flat head and the elongated thing there, that's kind of like a trip, like wow. And then this is the guy that we were not able to recover. So let's move this stuff back here. So that guy right there is 7.5 grains. So he's a little heavier than the flathead, but he's got a pointy head. And do you see how much of a difference that makes? I mean, think about it. Those two weigh the same. Basically, that one's just a little bit lighter, 7.4 instead of 7.5. And the difference is a flat head versus a pointy head, and that alone changed the game. Instead of going 68 pages, it went over 218 pages. It went through the whole magazine just because of the shape of the tip. So, to be honest with you, this is just kind of like a fun thing, and pellet guns, blah, blah. I can shoot in my backyard, have fun. And this is an upgraded pellet gun I just got. Before, the one I had, it shot 500 feet per second. And look, I done took down a squirrel with it, a bird or two. So even at 500 feet per second in a pellet gun is enough to do damage as far as hunting small, little tiny game. But now this one is literally double, um, and some change in power than that one. So this one's 1,250 feet per second. And it's just fun to play with, you know. I had my daughter out there shooting, and she realized she can shoot amazing. But this stuff is not a surprise to me because I understand ballistics, you know, be it actual bullets or pellets, regardless. The physics are all the same. But I was surprised that that went through the whole thing. I just thought it was going to end up in page 180. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. Like page 68, page 82, and then page, I don't know, 130 or something, right? That's what I was thinking. But to punch all the way through is a trip. And now I know which one has the best penetration out of all of them and where the other ones stand. But does that mean it's better? Let's say I use this to hunt rabbit and hunt squirrel and stuff like that, or to get crows away from my yard, or I got raspberries growing out there. Get out of here, rodents. Is that one the better one to use to bring them down? Right? The deep penetration following through and all that? Or is it the flathead? I mean, that delivered so much energy, it seems like, that it just, I mean, look how it ripped up like that. It's a flathead, so it's not going to punch through as far as that one, but boy, it was it was mean for the 68 pages it went through. The heavier guy going through 82 pages and retaining so much weight, is that the better one? Which one is best for hunting squirrel and rabbit and stuff like that, little birds? Which one is the best? Let me know below. Had fun. Whammy out.